Hi friends, in this video you will learn some basic UNIX commands in more simpler and easier way. Let's get started. The first command that we are going to see is mkdir. So mkdir is the command used to create a directory. It is like creating a folder in Windows. You can remember this command like mk is for make and dir is for directory. Let's quickly see how it works. If you see, we are in C tutorials path. So if you see C tutorials path, there are no directories. So we are going to execute this command. The syntax for this is mkdir space the directory name. You can give any name. So I'm here giving test1 as a directory name. So just give a name and just press enter. The command will get executed successfully. And if you see the respective path, the folder gets created. Here, test1 got created. So this is how mkdir works. And the next command that we are going to see is cd. So cd is the command which is used to change from one directory to another directory. You can remember this command is like C is for change and D is for directory, change directory. So the syntax for this is cd space directory name. Now we are in the path C tutorials, and just now we created a directory inside this, that is test1. So if you want to change directory, what is the syntax? Cd space directory name. Here I'm just passing test1 as a directory name, and then just press enter. So the command is executed successfully and the path is changed from C tutorials to C tutorials test1. So this is how cd works. And the next command that we are going to use is pwd. pwd means present working directory. You can remember with these letters, pwd. So it will show you the path that you are working currently. If you just press enter, it will show the path. Right now I'm in C tutorials test1. So in this way you can use pwd, and I'm going to show you few more ways that we can use cd command, and we can combine these two and we can see the different possibilities. So with cd you can go to the parent directory. If you see, C tutorials test1 is the present working directory. Here test1 is the child directory and tutorials is the parent directory for this one. If you want to go back to the parent directory, you can execute cd command with option ... So it will change the directory from the child directory to parent directory. So you can simply remember this one, like it will make you to move one folder back in left direction. So the directory is changed from C tutorials test1 to see tutorials now. Now there is one more option you can use with CD, that is CD space tilde symbol. This one will take you to the home directory. So if you just press enter, the command will get executed successfully, and if you see the path is tilde symbol. Here tilde means the home path, and if you want to see the home path, how can you see? In similar way, wherever if you want to see which path you are currently in, you can execute the command pwd. It will show the present working directory. So just press enter. So here it is showing C users manage. So this is the home path assigned currently for me, and this one will vary based on system configurations. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is again with cd command. You can use this option to go back to the previous path. If you see, the previous path is C tutorials, and then I executed cd tilde symbol. So after executing this one, it changed that path to home directory, right? If I want to go back to the previous path, the command I'm going to execute is cd space hyphen. This one will take you back to the previous path. So this is how we can use cd and pwd combination. So I'm just clearing my screen. You can use the command clear, CLEAR, to clear the screen. So now we are in C tutorials folder. The next command that I'm going to show you is the cat command. You can remember this command with the word catenate, which means bringing everything together. So it's a chemistry word like linking all those atoms together. You can remember like this. So basically this cat command used to display content of a file on the screen. So right now we don't have any files to display. So I'm going to show few other things that can be done with this cat command. Even we can create a file and we can append some content to a file and all those things. So if you want to create a file, you have to use this cat command like this: cat space greater than file name. Here I'm passing file name as like this, testfile.txt, and just press enter and enter some content like Learner Siva, and then press Ctrl C so that the file will get saved. And if you want to see the content of the file, you can use cat space the file name. Here the file name is testfile.txt. So just press enter. It will show the content of that file on the screen. And the next command that I'm going to show you is cat double greater than file name. So this one will help you to append some more text to the existing file. So I'm going to add some more text to the file that we just created, cat double greater than space testfile.txt. If you just press enter, it will allow you to add some more text. Now I'm adding a sentence like learning is forever, and press enter, and then press Ctrl C. So the file will get saved. And if you want to see the content of the file, what is the command? Cat space file name. Cat space file name. File name I'm going to give as testfile.txt. That is what we just created, right? So just press enter, it will display the content. So the second sentence also got appended successfully and it displayed. So just remember one difference between greater than and double greater than. So greater than will be used to create a new file or to override some existing file. So if this test file.txt already exists, then if you use cat greater than, then it will override that file with the new content that you are going to pass. And double greater than is used to append the new text. It won't override, it will just append the new text. So that is the basic difference between this greater than and double greater than. So now we have a file testfile.txt and test1 folder inside this C tutorials path. So the next command that I'm going to show is just clearing the screen. ls. ls is the command used to list a directory. So whatever files and directories available inside that, it will be displayed all those things. So you can remember this one like list, list. Okay, so the syntax for this is ls space options space the path of the directory. If you don't pass any path, then it will take the default path. Here I'm not going to pass any directory name, so it will take the default path C tutorials. So I'm just pressing enter. So if you see inside this tutorials directory, we have a subdirectory test1 and a file testfile.txt. So if you want to know more details about this subdirectory and the file inside this, you can add some more options to this list command. The option that I'm going to use here is -l. -l will be used for long listing. Will give more details about these subdirectories and files inside this. So it will display something like this in more detailed way. So if you consider the subdirectory or file, it will display in 9 parts. And the first part is for permissions, and this one is for number of links for this directory or the file. And the third one is for username, and the fourth one is for the group name, and the next one will be used for display the size of that file or the directory, and the next one shows for the month and the date, and the next one is for time, and finally it will be for the directory name or the file name. So if you see, the first letter is differing between these two. Here the first letter D refers to directory. If it is a directory, then it will display D, and if it is a file, then it will display just hyphen like this. So with this, you can differentiate whether it is a file or directory. And then if you see the next 9 characters, you can see R, W, X and hyphen combination, right? Here R means read, W means write, and X means execute. So it will be applicable for both directory as well as the file name. And if you see in these 9 characters, first 3 characters is for the owner, the permissions for the owner, and the next 3 characters is for permissions for the group. So group is like the list of users can be created under a group. So if you give permissions to that group, whoever is there inside that group, all those will get the same permissions. And the next 3 characters refers for the permissions for others. These people are outside of the group. So for them, these permissions will be applicable. So if you see, RWX means full permissions. So this user can do read, write or execute on this particular directory. And if you see, there is a hyphen here, which means there is no write permissions for the group, and similar way there is no write permissions for others. If you see the second one, RW hyphen, here even the owner don't have execute permissions, and in similar way for the group, for others, only read permissions are there. They can't able to write or execute this file. So these are the basic commands that I want to share with you. Just practice these commands and we will see some more commands in our next video. Thank you so much for watching.